akwa babio da so a ehwe ewia preto kase Cstv so na mayento yensem no eso sameka say Ghana Association of University Administrators and Technical University and afenso senior administrators and so in the year make say omobo amane ese nanu ada se obeka ya omode ebetu edwa ese sika bia wo sa aban no de emma won nya de se won sa eka at etimi akanisa nti omoti etua na ndro ada no mone oswafo no ehwe adisia ho ese Harry Nigerisu ekodi ehyiemu na mototo adwen ewieye enum ana Harry Nigerisu aikasa yese oma won na wotwe ba akopɛ de omuhie ni na wode beba omo na mum no wopɛ eye data bi de efre wo ho na mayentensem openin de tudwa no ebi
had a very positive conversation with the minister, the sector minister of education. It's been very fruitful. However, we need to meet our constituents and get back to the minister. So we have assured the minister that within 48 hours, we'll get back to him on our result.
He said, even when you wrote, GTEC wrote to you, and one of you in your writing, you copied him. They've asked for validated audit of the numbers to pay. Give me 1 month from today. So 1 month from today, but I need the data.
Ora Haruna Idris ono so for sha de sha hunsem so nene na yekote na yebefro ne yedieni akyeremu ewo insem fufuro mu na so for sha obi man so sem onumunyafo Samuel Kujato Ablakwa na no ada okopie mu ewo Russia mine emu akyese wone Russia foreign minister etimi ekohia ya ntiase apam matimi asensan ase no your friend say visa waiver agreement Nani says eba diplomatic visa na so service passport Russia ana so Ghana ebetimi enya ho ekwaye se opese ko Russia ekodi dwumedi bi ho obetimi akọ na Russia for so some person oba man Ghana hanum se ya omonso obetimi aba na afen kitamudie no etebe akọ so efre afiapem ahankro ne eduonum wotwe akyese nyonkofo no etebe ekoso no nde ameka sei ena motimi atsimi asensan tiase apama no visa waiver agreement na mayenti sema onmunya for Samuel Kujato Ablakwa editu Janbi
agreement that will see holders of diplomatic and service passports of our two countries travel without visas. That is the basis of our new era of bilateral relations. We want to trust each other more. We want to be able to travel to and fro our countries. We want to expedite and really bolster our relations. And that is how to begin with very free and convenient travel without waiting for visas, without having any impediments. And so this is a landmark agreement, and we are very delighted that we have signed that agreement today. It's going to really open doors to see the momentum that we want to build in the area of investment, in the area of education, in the area of cultural exchange, in the area of scientific and technological cooperation, which we want to.
Na ora Samuel Kujato Ablakwa Kasawi Echre and na Russia Foreign Affairs Minister also de abasobo Magana say omatimi abomode amatches in de omutimi asensan entiase apam na face was so de atu edwa woche ese wo hwe osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ade so to be ebo no homoden pan ewo oman Ghana tichiru ene eye ebibre atoye afem.
We always remember about your first president, Kwame Nkrumah, who was very popular in my country, and he is one of the outstanding politicians leading decolonization movement And I also cannot miss mentioning Kofi Annan, another great Ghanaian who was my very close friend, serving as Secretary General in the United Nations from 1997 to 2006. And he indeed is remembered as one of the best in this important position, never taking sides, always being balanced, wise, and always his activities were based on the United Nations Charter, on the principles of the Charter, not selectively applied, but in their entirety.
Na ekwan so jojo ho ensema dani deni na yebo ho edewro senye be ya ebeboa ama kwan so jojo ho senso etini akoso na ekame akoye se dani deni na akwanhia hodo ana esi ewo oman Ghana ha na wotwetwe mu eya akwanhia bi esi ye ewo Cape Coast Kwantempo no eso na metro mass bus bi na afenso private car bi etimi edi ehia no so wochirebo edi overtaking ana chese ede ebaye nenu ana Central North Regional Motor Traffic and Transport Department Commander OSP Wanda Lumo echira insemo ese na maintain semo di tu dwano ebi
accident you see here no people say ebe omo eche anti accident you see omo ti here no ma ti omo fire tender anti omo they were able to reach here mbebu ama omo yi omo ama pra no anti they were on the ground and I that laugh me that sealed work. I congratulate them. From my own observation, personally, I'm observing Yama Bedri. Those cars now, a big class driver. Somebody will tell you, say, vigilance is last year. Yes, but person say, how long has that person driven to have the experience?
Now, one and now what a metro mass bus in him and so at same sending a quincy at me a see.
We do for Suhaya, Yadriana, Siente, or Crossoye. The owner say a bus now swano, or never a bus in a grig. No, the other good butter. Yameso, I don't where you are free. Cut one day, a money pan your subia will be a pra. Yes, sir, the Yamaya, ya pra de Yan Pracasi. I'm going to Para. I'm going to Johnny. But the Yamasi. I'm young, Panam to Dam and Unity Pay. It's me, and Petrol be a what to tell him, and then we'll put a man.
Now, a quinso jojo hun semi ya nanwada enebeto ejase kasua akweli district court the yes kabotni bes 540 the ato ashenkafo bes edionu ewotwe nina ne se quinso jojo ho ensem no anya de se wodi eso kamia koye se lighter wode ebo wo she no na chese light na chese wode ebo so no hu ade na ase disco light na no ana chese chief inspector sefa se chirebo ss afoni na ade se ye disika ato tiso a se wontwa
oh say my point say drivers some use light no until and my education several times but it's like it has fallen the deaf ear until but say exercise nationwide exercise and then even some of the say offenses of more committee for about a very long time drivers question was say unapproved light. Yeah, my education said, but it's like my nationwide exercise. I say, yeah. It's a message, the NEPA 28 about.
Na my free sans semino esone for ye ni entry mo ewo edwedie mo ensem. na aban eden hwehwe mapa egu akwem se ne be ya se ne yetu efama gudie ewo oman Ghana hanum se ne betimi etu no ekwan paso meka sei de ade se asoya won ehwe eye yesikasem eso ana omone eye asoya omohwe yensase ni emudodo de ensem so etimi akontiase apam on afe Bank of Ghana good board and so etimi akontiase apam ma wo behwe ama eye ekwan yetu efoma gudie ewo oman Ghana hanum se no yebetimi etu no epem na meka sei mpenifo chirebo edia wana wotu eye efoma gudie ewo oman Ghana hanum se so wotu agold no wode efa bekwa akoma eye gold board se ne be a obetimi adane eni ewo oman Ghana ha na osofo no ehwe yesikasem so eye Dr. Kessel Atoba forcing and the sansen way etu idwa.
The Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources co-chaired a conversation between the chamber and the mining companies and the Central Bank and Gold Board to facilitate the implementation of the sale of 30% of gold output to the Central Bank and the Gold Board for it to be processed locally, refined locally, and be sent to the Central Bank for the purposes of reserve accumulation. That understanding at the time was for Gold Board, Bank of Ghana, and the miners represented by the chamber to go through some negotiation. I'm happy to inform you that today's signing of the Memorandum of Understanding signifies that we have successfully come to an understanding, mutual understanding, that that policy will be implemented effective the date of signing.
Na yedi eni ekwa kochiremu ewo esu jaman na swafo abedi tro no hwe yesikasem so Dr. Ampem Dakum meka say de wapau DVL office for kra ewo esu jaman se ne no ebeboa ama ahyenkafo etimi enya akwan de akwa akoye omo license edi juma.
From today, we'll not have to travel any long distance to have DVLA services assessed by them. If you want to renew your license, you can walk from Atimpopo to Kotrope to renew your driver's license. This is going to save you the amount of fuel taxi drivers and truck drivers will have to use to travel to home, to Koforidua or to Somenia to have their roadworthy certificate renewed. It is going to save you time and resources to assess this simple service.
Nanu echiri ana swafo no ehwe kwanso jojo ho enseme Joseph Bukari eso editudwa ese office we ya yebie ewo esu ajaman na nye no kwa nemum no empedofo ehwe enem se obetimi isi office be se eduanan se ne be betimi aye ejuma ewo mensini no.
What we intend to do is to open 40 new DVLA offices. And today, this is the 25th one we are commissioning. We are on track to ensure that by close of year, we should have done with the first 40 that we promised to open. The carnage on our road is so much that we will need some kind of discipline. We are in touch with the police and we have established what we call Traffic-Tech. Traffic-Tech is another technology to be able to detect crime on our roads. We'll be able to detect overspeeding on our roads. And that is why we are coming out with a new number plate that will have a SIM embedded in it. That is the SIM that will be used through technology to help the police bring sanity to our roads.
Na yebefri edwediemu ense yedieni ekwakochiremu ewo obi maiso ense yejiremu ewo US mine no emu nanwada ana omampani Donald Trump ade abeto edwa ese wo Iran ni US ntokwa no wo hwe ni mpa se woni eye South Korea ebedi ehye sanse oba eye South Korea omo asrafo be se impimidiasan enkron ewo ho achese omampani no ehwe ni mpa ese South Korea ewetimi ede na asrafo no ebeba beboa na afei Iran ntokwa wo ko ewo ho no nso no obetimi edi aboa na no no anachese omampani Donald Trump efre eye South Korea mampani se opinion fa wasrafo no ebrase ne be ya ntokwa ye kono so yebetimi edi kunim ewom na so South Korea mampani anje antumi ina America say Donald Trump aba be kasa edi afa ho.
Very nice, actually. But I called him, I said, would you like to give us a little hand? We don't need help with Iran, but if you'd like, give us a hand with Iran. He said, no thanks. And I said, wait a minute, we have 39,000 soldiers over there guarding you from Kim Jong-un, your next door neighbor, and you're not going to help us on a very easy military operation in Iran? That's strange. No, we'd rather not get involved. I say, well, why are we involved in helping you? So, and I want to help them, but you know, when you ask somebody, would you like to give us a hand, and they say, no thanks, and then we're guarding them from a country and paying ourselves billions of, it's costing us billions and billions of dollars to protect not only them, but other countries. Look at NATO. We spend hundreds of billions.
Na my free obi my so say ye ni ekwa kotremo ewa agudie mu ense ye hyase efri eye korbria asonte kotoko na kachi na unim se nchekra Ghana Premier League no 2026-2027 no be hyase ye September on the 4th na so on the 7th na chesesa akensie no be koso na Kumase Asante Kotoko Director of Football Stanley Menzo Nsema baba tu edwa wo chirebo ese wo ma ho kwan se wo de afoforo beba team no ho na watimi aba bebo eye ama Asante Kotoko na emom no wo hu obi a chese onim de onim ebo ne bo na wetimi aba Kotoko aba bebo ede ama team no.
I saw the environment, I saw how things were here. So I could skip directly a few coaches because they are not used to work in such environments. I knew Eric of my time in Cape Town when I was coach of Ajax Cape Town, and I knew he was coach of Cape Town City, yes. And I knew they were struggling with a lot of things. It was a new born club, and as a coach, he was struggling with a lot of things that he managed to do. You know, I saw our environment, and I know he also didn't have training. He didn't have training facilities, but he managed to create a team. He managed to perform. He knows Africa because he's traveled with his clubs through Africa. So, actually, I think that we appointed the best coach we can have because he's been there. He's been here where we are now. And he's built clubs with youth development. He has built those clubs to a good standard, a good level. And so for me, it was clear that he was the man.
Enti anono na wo chiremo as a new head coach de Emma Asante Kotoko Eric Tinkler or say ono na chese wodi mu pa de Emma Asante Kotoko se obetimi akochi na ye be free ona ye de ni achiremu ewa nsem mu nanwa da 2026 women's AFCON no etimi ekoso na so emba no entimi enduru be bia chese ye yi won efree mu ano ana chese impedifo anase women's football team no what is to a jar which ese oswafo no ehwe eye agudiebu ese eye Kofi Idi Adams whichebu edia sike bia nka wosai impedifo ehwe nim na wode emamba no anya de se wotimi de amanisality ehunchiwa so etimi ebaye na inde ameka say eye sports journalist eye Rosalind amo ede sababa betu edwa whichebu ese nsema ekoso no entwaye kwante wosemba no ede achopa kesie pa ede ekoma osafo no ehwa agudie mu ensem.
It is not like the FA's money where the FA, only the president and the signatories will sign and the money can be withdrawn. For the money from government or from the state, it goes through the processes. And even though you know you are going for this tournament and it has to be released on time, if the Ministry of Finance has not released the money, you can't do anything about it. I have always empathized with the fact that there should be a structure, some timelines. It doesn't matter who. So let's say that 6 weeks after a competition, the money should be processed. But unfortunately, we also live in an era where you don't even know where you will progress to, because they cannot give the money to you where after a while you ask somebody and somebody may not return the money to chest. Everything would have to, because of auditing purposes, you have to make it the incidents happen before you put in the request. It's not a standing account where you draw on from. And so I was expecting that the girls, assuming you really wanted to show respect and have it redressed. Of course, especially for the second statement. You are now bantering with the minister, even though you would write and say it is not meant to disrespect. From where we sit and for our culture, when you start exchanging with somebody, your superior in public, it is disrespectful. The first
na yebekwa akọwie ye kase nini na ewo enigedie mo ensem na baba wa ba ko a ode enyum to esinini so ese obeye ewo my Ghana haye Super Sunday ende wakasa wo trebo ese ninyum to no hwenim ese wode ebekọ eye afoforo anase wode betum pompa ewo obi man so na mayete sema wode etudwa no ebi
I person me ko international.
Hey, with your ambition, you're very strong. Because we are ambitious. You want to be a lawyer. It's not easy. Because here, it is not easy at all. And I'm my uncle so a Ghana is most beautiful. Also, your Lord and ding. It's easy cry. But I like how big you dream. Now, couple of remember Bibia Bewama. What's it?
Amen.
I feel so we new artists, and as an artist now. Management yes say mu be bonyo mu via brahabak wo sa saka ho ana
me ye bibia o
who to be sa
enti ye bagina senwe so na kase ye boaboa no ni nanu ye di esi ewa Hasarin Dream Jewelry, Samsa Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, KS5 Female Co Limited, NAB Apartment Hotel, now so Crystal Director Shop. Amuno muso ya sindiwe de kase so ede ebesomo ede am so mame ama bafua Godfather ne na pamfo aye krado mo de agudie wusem ede eba besomo